Hey everyone, good morning, Melody here, and welcome to day 13 of 40 Days of Empowerment. And thank you, Earth and Sea Yoga in Lafayette, California, for allowing me to film in your beautiful studio. Begin in Child's Pose, knees wide on the mat and the top of your feet on the floor. Reach your fingers forward and allow your chest to settle. Look up and shift up to Tabletop Pose, getting ready for Cat-Cow. Inhale and let your belly drop forward, press through your hands and lift your heart. And exhale, round your spine and gently allow your head to fall. Repeat, breathing a few more rounds of Cat-Cow at your own pace. Our mantra for today is everything I need is within me. Wake up your spine and allow your breath to connect. Exhale and return to neutral, long flat back. Walk your hands forward a few inches, tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Feel free to keep your knees bent and gently pedal one heel at a time to lengthen and stretch your hamstrings. Look up in between your hands and step your right foot forward. Take your time to get there. Come up onto your fingertips and find your balance. Allow your left hip to open. Push through your left heel and straighten your left leg. Take one more deep breath, and then plant your hands and step your right foot back, down dog. Look up and breathe your left foot forward, stepping it in between your hands. Square your hips and push through your right heel. Find your balance here and activate all four corners of your left foot. Plug into the ground and gently exhale, stepping all the way back, down dog. Look up between your hands and walk forward. Generously bend your knees and parallel the outside of your feet. Place your hands on your shins or your thighs and come up for a halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. Allow movement in your upper spine and let your head gently sway. Place your hands on your hips and come on up with a long flat back to Tadasana, mountain pose. Allow your hands to rest, palms facing out, and if you're comfortable, close your eyes. Everything I need is within me. Inhale, open your eyes and breathe your fingers up over your head, finding a long full body stretch. And then big exhale, fold forward through heart center and tip a little extra weight onto your toes. Place your hands on your shins. Inhale, half lift. Drop your shoulders back. Exhale, plant your hands and step both feet back, coming into a high plank. Up your midline, hug your elbows in, and slowly lower down, only halfway, and shift forward. Up dog. Let your heart come through your arms and lift your thighs off the ground. Exhale, roll up and over your toes for downward facing dog. Great job! Look up in between your hands and walk your feet forward. Parallel the outside of your feet and place your hands on your hips, coming all the way back up for Tadasana. We just completed one full round of Surya Namaskar A. Let's do it again, this time a little quicker. Inhale, both arms up and overhead, and exhale through heart center, forward fold. Tip your pelvis forward. Inhale, half lift, flat back, and exhale, plant your hands, stepping back for high plank to Chaturanga. Lower down onto your knees if necessary, and come up to Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale, Downward Dog. Look up in between your hands and walk your feet forward. Place your hands on your hips, and come on up with a flat, neutral spine. Here we go again. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, big forward fold. Stick with it, you've got it. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, plant your hands and step your feet back for plank. Zip up your midline and hug your elbows in, slowly lowering down. Find up dog or cobra and exhale, downward facing dog. Pause. Look up at your fingers and walk forward. Inhale, halfway lift, and then plant your hands on your hips and come all the way up. Here we go, last time through. Breathe both hands up and overhead, and then exhale down through your heart, coming into a forward fold. Tip some extra weight on your toes, and come up for a halfway lift. Long, clean line of energy out through the crown of your head. Exhale, plant your hands and step both feet back. Take a high plank, reaffirm your hands, zip up your midline, and slowly lower down. Only halfway, shift your weight forward, coming up into up dog, or if you dropped to your knees, cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Amazing job. Find your breath here and rest. Everything I need is within me. Look up in between your hands and walk your feet forward. Parallel the outside of your feet, hands on your hips, and come on up. Let's roll out our shoulders. Relax your hands and inhale your shoulders up to your ears and exhale, rolling them back and down. Inhale, squeeze them up. And exhale, back and down. Last time, inhale, shoulders up to ears, and exhale, roll it out. Now let's reverse the motion a couple times, nice and fluid, and release. Place your feet hip-width apart and make sure the outside of your feet are parallel. Bend your knees and sink into Utkatasana, chair pose or fierce pose. Activate the strength in your hamstrings and your quads. You can do this. Squeeze your knees together and let your arms reach up and forward. Keep breathing. Everything you need is within you. Bring your hands to heart center and then exhale and hook your left elbow over your right knee. Make sure to keep your knees in the same state of alignment. Take a double check, and then when it's right, twist, open to the right. Try to find a balanced breath here. And exhale, coming back to center, Utkatasana, feeling our legs heating up. Place your hands in heart center, and this time hook your right elbow over your left knee. Make sure that your knees are both aligned evenly, and breathe. Release and reach your arms forward just temporarily, then plant your hands and step your feet back for a restful downward facing dog. Press into your thumbs and index finger and bend your knees, releasing any tension from your lower back. And then take your knees wide on the mat and drop down for child's pose. Optional option, place both hands together in prayer mudra and bend your elbows. Allow your hands to rest on the back of your head and reach into your armpits. This is a deep stretch, so be gentle. Exhale, return your hands to the floor and shift up. Find your way into constructive rest, lying on your back with your knees bent. If you'd like, keep your knees into your chest and roll a few times around on your sacrum, loosening your lower back. Alright, cross your left leg over your right and come to grab your shins on both legs, or if you can, your ankles. If not, you can grab higher to your knees. Keep your tailbone down on the floor and gently begin pulling your legs towards you. This is a deep hip stretch. Gomukhasana legs, but usually we practice it sitting up. Doing this anti-gravity gives us an opportunity to reach into those tight places in our hip flexors. So take a breath and breathe. Go ahead and unwind, and if you'd like, roll a few times around on your sacrum. Aiming for balance in the body, so let's do the other side. Cross your left leg over your right knee. Keep your tailbone down and grab wherever is appropriate, and keep in mind that usually the two sides are very different. Maybe you're more or less flexible on this side than you were on the other. That's okay. Just take a moment to acknowledge the difference and settle into your breath. Everything I need is within me. Uncross your legs and release, letting your feet come down, resting on the floor, about hip-width apart. Let's do a few core exercises to round out our practice. Place your hands behind your neck and allow your hands to cradle your head. This is option 1. Option 2. Straighten your arms and stack your hands one on top of the other, reaching through your knees. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, come into a crunch up and off the floor. Take your time and do 15 rounds at your own pace. Focus on proper alignment. Activate your core, keep your feet plugged into the earth, and mindful of your spine. Breathe. Everything I need is within me. Finish up these last few rounds and then transition straight into bicycles. Right elbow to left knee, left elbow to right knee. One breath to one twist. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Great job, keep going, we're almost done. Keep your spine long and your stomach tight. You've got it. And exhale, release. Let your feet come onto the mat and just breathe for a moment with absolute stillness. Place your hands down by your side and prepare for bridge pose. Plug your feet into the mat and lift your pelvis up and off the ground. Setu Bandha. Squeeze your knees together and maybe gently lift your hips a little higher, raising your chest and keeping a steady gaze down your nose. Exhale, release, and roll down. Windshield wiper your knees from left to right if movement feels good, and then hug your knees into your chest just for a moment, and then grab onto your big toe, the outside of your foot, your ankle, your shin, your knee, or your thighs for happy baby pose. Whatever feels good, sink in. Maybe sway from side to side, and allow your knees to open while your tailbone stays down. Exhale, release. Shavasana. Close your eyes and allow the space in between your eyebrows to release. Let the tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. And breathe, smooth and slow. Everything you came to do has already been accomplished. Now is the time to rest. And our yogi quote today comes from John Irving. If you are lucky enough to find a way of life you love, you have to find the courage to live it. Thank you for joining me for this practice today. And as always, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the bar below and I'll get back to you. See you tomorrow. Sat Nam!